Welcome back to Factorio building the Hyperbase. So, when last we were here, this line originally went up over here, but I decided to reroute it so that we could get clean access to this 90,000 oil deposit here. This one down here is, well, it's 87,000 now. It once was 90 as well. So I think, given where we're at with oil, we will probably we'll use those, and we'll use this, and we will load them up on wagons, fluid wagons, and move them down here to where we will make supplies. We need some plastic coming in here. But I guess most of it's probably going to be destined for the LDS. But at least the first, and coal, we've got this nice supply of coal over here, so we're not strapped like this one. This one is not looking like it's enjoying life quite as much as perhaps it could. These huge holes being blasted into it, it's not an ideal candidate for direct-to-train mining. We could transfer to this one, which always had sort of twice as much. It's now about 3 times as much, but we don't need to do that just yet. So anyway, here we are at the coal patch, the oil patch. And I brought along a bunch of mining drills. I suspect I am going to want to place the whole lot, and we probably want something a little bit similar to this. Not necessarily doing that, but at least doing this part. Wow, how full are you? You're not even full. Down this end, it's not even full. Interesting. Well, it's not our problem. Let's just I don't know where it's going to refuel, but I want kind of to there. So this train will come in and wrap round like that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ideally, you'd have like a pump dedicated to, well, pumping right to the end, I suppose. Maybe this end as well. So then I guess probably I want one for this one, and if we skip every one sort of thing, that would kind of work quite nicely rather than have all of these fill up especially heavily and others miss out. Oh, there goes some. These techs are definitely proceeding at a pace that is somewhat greater than we were experiencing earlier on, even though they have increased in cost quite a lot by this point. So next one would be that one. Then this one. And then I guess we're kind of into this area, aren't we? No. So that one, then this one. And this one. I think I went one too high that time. Just trying to load a little bit more evenly here. And this one at the back can go this way. And I obviously miscalculated something there, but never mind. Come out from this one. Okay, now let us get our bots to work. All those speed 14 bots. Gotta love them, even if you don't love the very slow walk we're doing. That's one thing I forgot, and that is these pumps. Let's get some more. Substation action going. Oh, we've got power just here. That's handy. go. So yeah, you can definitely see how it's fairly varied, the rate of... You don't actually have power, huh? Oh, you're actually disconnected. That's why. These have not been placed in such a way that they actually guarantee power across everything. Right, this other side, same deal. Right. Ouch. We are out. I don't think this is the idea that we want to instill here. What? No. Didn't quite work the way I wanted. So it's getting a little bit more even, I guess, now that everything has power. Power is, yeah, we've had the whole power thing explode in growth to 778,000 panels, but we haven't gotten out of our whole brownout phase. That's still very much a thing, as you can see. Let's keep pressing on. With these, we need more. We always need more. So yes, that is definitely a thing. I suspect I am going to want to do this at the very least. We may want to add beacons as well. It's only a 90,000 supply, which seems like it's a lot, but perhaps it's not especially. Now, I need to not do silly things. Something like that. So we want to work out exactly where we want to take this. I guess we want to avoid this slot, give it a little bit of space because it might possibly need to grow a little bit. So somewhere out here. Let's jump on board the plane. We might as well run track as we go. And in fact, I can probably throw these guys on. got some strange Christmas message. Not sure whose that's from. Oh. Very good. Anyway, where are we trying to get to? A bit further over. Maybe... No, I don't want all this wiggle, but yeah, we want to be over about this far. Nope. Nope. Stop. Let me just see if that is actually what I wanted to do. It's looking pretty good actually, surprisingly enough. So if we now check that, it's probably okay. We may have come too far. Yeah, we have come too far. I don't want to be that far over. Let's come in a bit. I think I want to be about here. Now let's get rid of this excess. May not seem like a lot, but it was unnecessary, so that's sufficient reason. Come on guys, charge up. And we're going to come down to around about here, I think. So let's keep going. It is one issue that we do have, is the rather large distances some of these are traveling. A little bit further. see, where's that? I might stop this one here. Which, to stop, what we really mean is we are then going to turn the corner and head in. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this one just yet. Probably somewhere to about there. So unlike this one where we are just pumping the crude for now and hoping it's going to work and finding that it doesn't, we are going to have a row of these guys. So I'm just trying to work out whether I want the petroleum sort of going up like this, or whether I want, I guess probably, the general idea of what we've got for the plastic here is what I want to retain, but I probably want a better supply of the petroleum coming up to these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Why don't I just do something like this to count? How many have we got? 25. Yeah. I'm kind of wondering, could I get away with sort of 24? Oh, not 24, but like 20, and have these directly feeding here. But then if we're doing cracking, that sort of doesn't make sense. I know I need to reduce it. I'm thinking I need 4 instead of 3. 3 lots of 25. I think I need 4. So I probably can reduce it to 20. Do I need to double up on sulfuric acid? That's a very good question. I'm not sure what the answer to that one is. Doesn't get called all that often, so quite probably not. It could just be a plastic and this will change completely. A plastic and a fuel facility. So, I guess with that in mind, oh, we've hit 2,000 satellites. I wonder if that means that our good buddy here is, so 61,000, way short still. Way short of coming down. There is something else though that I need to attend to. I might just mention it while I remember, and that is the trains here are not being unloaded in an even way, so we need to use our buffer chests down there. Hopefully I can remember that. What's all this stuff? I don't think I need you. Let's head up to the oil just up here. What I'm going to do is make a copy of this this bit. Not the pipes coming in. so much, although we might get them anyway. And I'll put that just there. Let's just make that a little bit more obvious what it is. It's plastic. Alright, whatever that was. Right, I'm not exactly sure what keys I was pressing to get those maneuvers, but never mind. Down to here. So, how are we going to get this guy in? Do I care about this one trying to avoid this one with maybe a coal that wraps round and entirely avoids this? Is that even possible? I've got plastic coming in. Plastic is going to have to cross, but maybe the other one doesn't have to. Let's just slap that in like that for the moment. Can I turn this one completely around? I think the answer is yes, I can. Oh, that's what we did. This bit here doesn't seem exactly necessary. So that will make plastic for us. This has to go over to coal. Now coal, I'm thinking this guy over here is our best exponent for coal. And in fact, if I could get 3 or even possibly 4 of our nice tight little that's not our nice tight little anythings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 patterns though, so this must be getting quite close to starting the second layer, which is good. That's not the nice tight. The nice tight is this sort of thing, where we've got 3 lots of these nice and close together. So that's my nice tight pattern. Let's just put that there for the moment. Run over to this coal. If we can find this coal, let's run over to it. It's still over a bit further. There was an advantage in exploring all of this extra area after all. Not T, rotate. And I think that makes it pretty clear that we can easily fit 3 on there. In fact, if we push this up a bit, we could easily put 4 on there probably. I didn't even realize I had that much of the diggers, so that's also quite good. I certainly had lots of rail on me, that bit's fairly easy to get organized. This is interesting. This one sort of reversed itself. So I would want this guy. Am I worried about this 1.9 iron? I could use that for things like sulfuric acid, but I could also just go straight through it for now. So this one is the coal. Is that lined up? Doesn't like lining up. Right, let's see if I can line it up from here. No, I don't like that at all. Ah! See, we've gone too far, you silly thing. Why didn't I go the other way? Maybe that will be easier. Come on, it's not that hard. Just pick up this one first. You know it will be one of these guys over here that wants to pick up that. These two are going to sit here until they've run out of charge. Go back, recharge, try it again. There you go. Finally. Okay, so diagonal is supposed to be a bit of an issue in terms of UPS performance, but it's what the silly machine gave me, so I guess we will run with it. Come on, machine, I want a halfway decent corner out of you here. That is not a halfway decent corner. Get rid of all of that. Try again. Oh, that will do. I don't care anymore. Damn plane controls. So half of this is just giving you guys something to laugh at, I think. Oh, we are out of rail. So yeah, basically the coal will just come up here. So 20 refineries. And then all the heavy gets converted to light. The light, first of all, supplies rocket fuel over a series of 80 machines, and whatever's left over is converted to plastic, I guess. That's the plan for this facility. We need more rail. Do I have all my bots back? I do. Okay. More rail then, thanks. And maybe grab some beacons while we're there. Maybe some refineries. Not such a long journey when it's lateral. Refineries. Here we want 20. We're going to want some chem plants. I don't know how many just yet. We better get a few pipies. We better get a few of these guys. Rail. What else did I want? Oh, beacons, that's right. Let's have a look at the power grid. Seven nine panels at this point. What's happening here? Oh, there's a tree that they can't get rid of. That's bad. Let's give them a helping hand with that tree. Because that's holding us up from getting back into having a situation where our power works. It's that one right there, isn't it? Yep. Good. Hopefully we didn't get any raw wood inserted. So that should mean that these guys are going to return to a roboport very shortly. And then they should start the next row, I think. What number are we up to? 8. Ah, there'll be 2 more. I don't know why they're taking so long to return, but we don't have to wait for it. Let's get back to our oil. Here we are. Slowing down. Back to our bots. I possibly could take the opportunity to swap the cars around, but it's not necessary, or not necessarily the most important thing that we need to do at any rate. So let's see if we can fill out the line here. Now that we're up here, I think what I want to do is grab 20 of these worth. I don't want to overwrite those, do I? I don't know. What's that? That could get overwritten. So I'll keep going along until we have about 20 refineries, which is that. And then we can fly that back down here. So we need to allow room for the oil train to come in. I think we might need a bit of room there then. Something like this. Does this line up? And is it even worth worrying about it? Are we going to get any of these to line up? Probably not, because this probably is slightly longer. Yes, it is slightly longer. But what we can do is wrap this guy down and around. Something like this. that is the train stop for the fuel. And the fuel, we've got an unload fuel station. That's not it. We have an unload fuel station down here, round the wrong way. This is on the side that we want it on, but this bit's not. Let's just grab a blueprint of it quickly. Actually, I could probably grab all of that, because if I do that and then I do that, the station is in the wrong place. But it's more or less aligned. And this is implying what exactly? That I did not leave enough room. Well, they're trying to pump, aren't they? Whereas yeah, I probably want at least one more to these guys. Which one was that now? Yes, this is this one. So that gives me no room. I think I need at least 1, 2. Something like that. And then we've got to somehow get pipes up from down here and into these machines. It's going to be an interesting challenge. To say the least. But let's run with that for now. I will fill this out a bit more, and we will pick this up in the next episode. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you then. Bye bye for now.